US lawmakers are joining the UK in a push to regulate stablecoins. And so in this video, we're going to look at what this means for the US, what this means for the UK, crypto, and more importantly, you. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys. Available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Good evening everybody, and a warm welcome again back to Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about the US and the lawmakers there. They're looking to follow in the UK's footsteps in how they regulate stablecoins. And so I found an article on this. Let's quickly jump in, let's read through it and then see what we can learn, and we'll comment after. So there is a flurry of legislative activity designed to regulate stablecoins right now. In the same week as the UK declared it wants to give issuers clear rules of the road to follow, a bipartisan bill in the US intends to follow suit. Republican Senator Cynthia Lummis and her Democratic counterpart Kirsten Gillibrand, pro-crypto politicians who have teamed up before, are joining forces once again with the Payment Stablecoin Act. They both argue that action is needed to preserve the dollar's dominance, with China streets ahead of major economies through its rollout of the digital yuan. Explaining how it would work, Gillibrand said, "It protects consumers by mandating one-to-one reserves, prohibiting algorithmic stablecoins, and requiring stablecoin issuers to comply with US AML and sanctions rules. If approved, this would address two major pain points that exist with stablecoins right now, which is algorithmic digital assets which use code to maintain a peg to the dollar rather than real-world reserves, suffering a fatal reputational blow following the collapse of Terraform Labs. And when it comes to issuers that do claim to match every coin with $1 held in a bank, such a law would mean they have to prove they're working. There would also be a significant advantage for the consumers who currently use stablecoins. Lummis and Gillibrand say their proposed bill would mean issuers can join the FDIC's program, which means consumers would receive funds back if a company enters insolvency. As unlucky UST investors found out after a $40 billion market rout in May 2022, everything can be lost. The bill also acknowledges that legacy financial systems fail to offer the immediacy that's expected in an online world. While cross-border payments via wire transfer can take up to 10 days to process, both politicians say stablecoins drive down fees and settlement times, all while enabling entrepreneurs to build apps that give consumers greater control over their money. It's also positioned as a matter for national security, amid fears that offshore and unregulated stablecoins are being used as a source of funds for Hamas, Hezbollah and North Korean hackers. And just like the UK, which faces political uncertainty as an election looms, Washington is likely to grind to a standstill as the presidential battle heats up. But there's little doubt that the nuanced technology-literate legislation will be welcome among crypto businesses reeling from the heavy-handed approach from the US SEC. So this is really good news, actually, in my opinion, because, I mean, Cynthia Lummis and Kirsten Gillibrand, these two senators, are pro-crypto. They've been pro-crypto for a long time, and I've watched loads of videos of Cynthia Lummis where she's been to Bitcoin conferences even, and other sort of crypto conferences where she's been a talker, or a guest on these sort of big panels, what they have, and they ask them questions about legislation and all things like that. And so she's really crypto friendly, and so this is really good. And what she's trying to do here is to actually try to protect the US by protecting the dollar so that it doesn't all go offshore and everybody, so it's completely unregulated and we're all swapping dollars around and the US has no control over it. But she's also trying to, in this instance, protect people who engage in this US dollar-backed system by bringing them into the FDIC and protecting them that way by ensuring the people that use all this, so if they lose any money maybe in an exchange, I don't know I know it'll obviously work for bank accounts, but I don't know if it'll stretch to exchanges as well, I'm not sure, but there'll be some protection there. And importantly, she also wants to get rid of these algorithmic stablecoins, which are the ones that are just basically pegged to the dollar. And they usually have another coin as well attached to them, like could be, well, if you take Terra Luna, for example, they had the token there, and they had also the Terra USD. And so anytime that the USD, the actual USD coin became either in high demand or low demand, it would actually buy or sell the underlying asset, which in this case was Terra, and then it would, in order to keep that peg completely stable, that USD peg stable with the USD, the actual US dollar in the real world. And so that's how it sort of algorithmic, it does it automatically. And what they're saying is that's not good, and that they actually want to use a asset-backed dollar, much like Circle's USD, and it's basically backed by real assets. So it could be stocks, it could be even other crypto like Bitcoin, but it'll be a range of things, treasuries, bonds, loads of different stuff. There's even, I'm sure that Tether even has some commercial property as well that's backed by. So they've got all kinds of stuff. So it really is difficult then for it to go under. And what they're saying that is these two senators are that even if it does go under, you'll be protected by the insurance anyway. So we do. I know that lots of people in crypto don't like regulation, they don't like legislation, but these, this is a bit different. When we've got people who are pro crypto trying to make laws, and they're not trying to trip us up. It's really is a different, it brings a different outcome than what we used to see, because we usually get a lot of by default anti-crypto. A lot of politicians just don't understand the technology, and they end up sort of hitting us with a big stick, and we have to go on the defensive almost immediately. And it's all down to education. It's just because it's this new thing that they just don't understand, and they see it as a threat to the fiat currency, whether it's the euro, the pound, the dollar, the yen, and so it worries them, and they over-regulate in order to try and protect themselves. So an interesting article there though, guys. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates, and I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Take care.